gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
With OTracker's IP blocking capability, you may put your area in the hands of those who can be trusted. Explore AI as it grows 37% a year from 2023 to 2030.
Hey, Magic Unicorn of ONPASSIVE. It is the 3rd of February. Mr. Johnson is still in the hospital, but he's getting better. He's getting better quick. He should be back on here next week. Chris, how you doing, buddy? Yes. Anyway, say prayers for him. We need him back. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell. All right. Anyway, kind of sad this morning because I heard the news about Dr. Modi. I remember when we first started. He's one of those people. We've got a handful of them where if you're in a webinar with him or around him, he's a ray of sunshine. He's just a peaceful. He makes peace. He just was a beautiful human being, without a doubt. And my condolences go out to his family. So I just wanted to say that. We're going to start off the show a little different today. I have a special guest. He's a little shy, so, bear with him. Let me see if I can coax him to come on. It's Chris Johnson! Yes, it is.
Don't make me laugh. You know that. Hey, everybody.
I know.
I'm actually in a very uncomfortable position right now. I'm sitting up. I wanted to let everyone know to say thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for all the prayers. My heart was just broken for Dr. Modi today, the storyteller. And I think how lucky I am where I fell in, but his life gone. His life gone. I appreciate all the prayers, but there's so many other people I have you pray for, like Robin Noble, Harold Fox. I haven't heard about how his surgery went. Janie Helms, Tim Dillon, a lot of people out there who need a lot of prayers, but I do appreciate them. I'm okay. I'm healing. I'm going down here in a couple hours to get more x-rays. And if my lung is back up and running, they're going to pull this line out of my chest, which will be all right for me because then I can take a shower. Because if anyone knows, I love taking showers, and I haven't taken one in a couple of days. So I'm a little messy right now, but that's okay. But I wanted to let you know that Mr. Ash, Mr. Muhammad, Kamal, Mr. Nazal, spoke, beautiful message to me. I appreciate that. And I was talking with Marty, and, I was in Ford's for 32 years, and I got really sick one time, and none of them ever called me. So that's ONPASSIVE. That's your CEO, your COO, and how many other CCs we got out there. I appreciate that. I'm going to be better in a couple days. I'm going to be sore for a while. I'm going to continue this journey, and it's not going to stop me. You just might not be able to hug me as hard when you see me, and it's a great thing. I'm still excited. I'm still crazy. I'm going nuts. I can't leave the bed because I have so many tubes tied onto me, and that's driving me crazy. I don't like being locked down like that, but it's for a reason. I suggest that nobody walk in the dark on a beach in Florida coming off the beach because it wasn't fun. I took a pretty good smacking, and I'll never forget that. I'll never do that again either. So, but again, thank you. I want to let you all know that a pass is flying. I said my heart is extremely broken about Dr. Modi. That put me in shock this morning when I seen it, and my condolences out to his family, and I know they loved him like we did. He was a storyteller. If you're telling the stories, he absolutely loved telling stories, positive things, and he had Dr. Modi. You'll be missed, brother. All right, my birthday. I haven't really been keeping up with birthdays on my lap. Happy birthday to you. Uh, I that really need prayers. Just pray for me for speedy recovery. Prayers to the people that really need them. So, bless. Marty, back to you, brother. I can't hear you, buddy. You're muted. You're muted.
I said, go rest. I'll chat with you later.
All right, I'm gonna
Okay.
just gonna turn my camera on. I'll listen to you here.
Okay.
All right, bye, guys.
All right. All right. Beautiful. All right. Let me see if I can. All right. Anyway, let me get the chat on here. People like to come on. There we go. Hello, everybody. Yeah. I'm glad Chris came on. He's going to be perfectly fine. Why? Because ONPASSIVE needs him. We know that. Again, sad about Dr. Modi. But he would want more than anything for people to forge ahead and ONPASSIVE. He had it in his blood. Like I said, he was on all the webinars in the beginning. So anyway, yeah, we did old Ron last night. It was really good. I wound up getting on late. And then Mr. McFarland called me right before I got on, was asking me about Chris. And I looked up and Chris's light was on, and I went, oh, this is perfect. I wonder if he can talk. So I brought him on, and it was a good time for Chris. And they chatted back and forth. And because Ash was asking me so many questions, I couldn't keep up because he truly loves Chris Johnson. So Chris updated him, and of course, Ash made him laugh. He meant to, but it was funny. But like Chris said, what other CEO would do that? Most of us don't even know who our CEO. You know, it's a name or something on a plaque, but they never would do that. Never, 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 never. That's how blessed we are. Anyway, I was on Ron last night. It's pretty cool. Ron's theme was, there's a light there. It's called ONPASSIVE. You got to click it. You got to turn it on. And a lot of talk going on. I was with Mike Ellis and Collins and Comfort yesterday on her webinar. She's one of the best, if not the best. And you get talking with people, like-minded people. Another fuse for me. Obviously Mike Ellis and Dan Street. We've worked together so long. But Jeffrey Morlock, Collins. You start feeding off of them, and your mind just goes to another planet, and you almost forget you're in a webinar. But what I want more than anything, let's let go of what somebody's going to make or not make. I believe ONPASSIVE is going to take care of the DeGarmo family for as long as I can even think about. But what matters really to me is people plug in and take the ride and at least get even if I know 1%, I'd love for you to know 1%, because the feeling I have, look, I've had, in the last 4 weeks, I've heard so much devastating news, but even in the middle of that dark cloud or that dark thing over our head, the positive in there is it shows how much people care. And there's always like a ray of sunshine at the end of the dark cloud. We had some issues with my grandson. We had no idea what it was, not being able to walk, red spots all over him. But it was now that was make you anxious. It makes you. But I have trust in God. Thank God, because I couldn't imagine being on this planet without having that. Um, I just believe that life is more than just at the end of a long ride in a hearse. I think we're here for a reason. I think we're about to all find out what that reason is. I know part of it is being able to chat with people. I believe that with all my heart, and seeing people become the 100% of who they are, because life has beat us down so long. Because all you really need to do is go back and get the mind you had as a child. Because as a child, there was no walls. You just believed it. I'm on this planet. I can do anything, be anything, jump real high, run real fast, and that all gets squashed down in life. And Onpassive gives us a new lease on life. And because, my opinion, because this company was built on with heart, and I believe God has has a lot to do with Onpassive. Um, because what we have right now, this my personal opinion, Onpassive is a miracle. I've been in. We could have been just in a regular company. This is by far not a regular company. The people aren't regular. The products aren't regular. The CEO is definitely not regular. The people that surround him are not just regular, typical people. They're not saints. They don't walk on water. But to be able to group together corporate side and uh, affiliate side or founder side to gather in like-minded people, like-hearted people. Let me rephrase that. It's a miracle in itself. It just wouldn't happen. And I'm so fortunate and I'm blessed to be part of that, um, in any little way of gathering in. I'm looking for big-hearted people, because diamonds in the rough, whatever you want to call it. Because to me, that's that's what I love doing. I didn't even know that I love doing it. Isn't that funny? You kind of fall into it. But I just think we all have a reason. And no, I think this platform can be your reason. Whatever you want to do with it. Some of you are going to make, where your grandchildren or your family comes up and says, you know, weren't you part of Unpassive when it first came out? And now you've done all this for these people, and you've done all this for this group, and you've helped people get educated. You've helped people. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. So please, I'm telling people, forget about. I don't understand this product. I don't know about this. Anything on that imaginary wall between us and corporate, let it go. Not only they don't need our help for that, all they need is us to have faith and walk forward and tell the truth and believe it. And if you believe it, stay in it and you'll win. I was saying to people last night, and this is truly one of the most powerful things about Unpassive. when the day comes that you can compare, and I don't like to compare, but this is one comparison I'd like to say. In the industry, online, offline is probably worse, but anyway, online, only about 1.5%, 2% of the people are what they call successful. I've known some people, they're very successful. But the 1 or 2%, it's not very many, obviously, right? So out of 100, 2 people, it's pretty slim. The day will come that the comparison for me would be you've seen all the rest. You were all able to be the 98%, which wasn't that much fun. Come join a company where the 98% or 100% if you plug in, and you win, you're successful. And you could say it could be 100%. But at least now, the 2% or 3% that may not be successful, they determined it, not because it was rigged against them. It's because of what here. They don't see it, they don't believe it, or in their heart. So that's pretty powerful, and we're going to be able to do that and say that, and that's pretty strong. I'm not talking about rubbing stuff in people's face. I just think this will be the platform. This will be the Google. There's everything else, and then there's Onpassive platform. You'll still hear businesses. You'll hear big people, movers and shakers, influential people, and all that. The difference will be they're in Onpassive for one reason or the other, either to build Onpassive, all to use Onpassive, the products and all that. But companies are struggling. Listen, an MLM company, if they know, and they do know that 98%, the 2% of the people drive the company's well-being, they're not doing that well. That's pretty shaky ground. I would not want to own a company that only 2% help us keep moving. I would much rather have the foundation of something like Onpassive. So they can have that. They can have that. I know a lot of people want to think the word conquer and we're going to put people out of bed. I just don't see it that way. Directly, there'll be some companies that probably impacted by Onpassive, but I think there'll be a lot more companies impacted by Onpassive in a good way. Because I'll tell you, if I was a MLM affiliate, which I was for years, and I could see Onpassive, I always built my system. My system would be in that MLM. My system would be Onpassive. As I invited people into whatever business that was, I would invite them in and say, now, this is a great product. I know you love it. I love it. But you need tools and you need backing to get this product out there. And that backing and that foundation is Onpassive. You're going to need this, boom. You're going to need this, boom. And you're going to need this, boom. Now, we can do this, 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 and this. Onward we go. That's powerful, man. That's powerful. And I know a lot of people that have have used products from other companies. I'm not talking about digital, but actual products that they love. They're marked up a little high, but they love it. Now, let me ask you a question. Think about this for a minute. MLM company, they have a markup. Why? Because they got to pay all the affiliates and all that stuff. In the industry of an MLM, if they could plant their flag on the platform of Onpassive, guess what happens? They lower their cost because the ratio between only 2% winning now, more and more and more and more are winning. And they have to do less because Onpassive is such a powerful foundation force built underneath them that gives the energy for them to be successful. So there's a lot involved here, and I don't need to get into that because I'll take off somewhere, and that's not necessary. But I want you to wrap your head around what you have. And like last night on the show when Ron said, you have to turn the light on. What good is a bulb in a dark room? Just got to pull that cord. Bink. So I just recommend everybody pull the cord, get in, um, realize what we have, ask questions. Too many people are doing things too fast. Okay, I see people paying $200 for something. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Stop. Take it easy. And I also know that if people would slow down, some of these things they don't know or don't understand, they would know. They're overthinking it. They're thinking too fast. Slow down. This isn't a sprint. It's a marathon, and you have a lot of people that will help you. Anyway, I want everybody to stay motivated. Red's not doing a live today, and he won't be doing one tomorrow. He'll be back when Monday Fun Day with Jane. I'll be back tomorrow at noon. Maybe we have Chris pop on again. He's getting better. He had a pretty good tumble. They're taking care of him now. Let's pray, get that tube out and things heal up okay and get him out of there. Because a hospital's no place to be if you don't feel well. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see you tomorrow. And don't forget, if you know anything about trivia, you can join us tonight. I'm really pleading to the men. They got enough smart women, okay? Trust me. Now, the women can come. I'd rather see more men. Anyway, I'll see you all. God bless.